Should you rent a bike when you're in Da Nang in Southeast Asia? In this video, we're going to look at three things. We're going to look at the pros, the cons, and I'll give you some safety tips about renting a bike in Da Nang. I'm the coding Travelbug on Mike, and I'm going to show you around today a little bit of what how your lifestyle will change if you get a bike, and also whether renting a bike might be right for you given your experience and things like that. So let's go. Okay, so let's start with the basics. This is the bike that I've rented. It's a 125cc Yamaha. It's 1.5 million dong, which is, I guess, something like 50 bucks. And I got it from this shop here, which is called the Tucana Motorbike Rentals. And it is right across the street from the Avatar Hotel, which is where I stayed the first couple of days. That's how I know about these guys. Actually, if you're walking towards the beach, you'll see there's other shops here as well. I've gone with these guys Tucana for 3 months now. I keep renewing because they're reliable. Every time I bring it back, they change the oil and they check everything. They tighten my brakes up. So they maintain things for me well. They wash it. If you're gonna rent these kinds of bikes, this is a 125, are generally the cheapest to rent. They do have other bikes that are they'll have like 150cc PCXs and things like that. If you're gonna do a lot of riding in the mountains and stuff, then having a 150, like at least a PCX would be, it's game changing. It really is. There is one caveat though. If you're gonna rent a big bike, like a really big bike, like a 200 or 250 or something, the guy told me when I first rented it that's when you're more likely to have problems with police. They're way more likely, he said, to pull over big bikes. If you're on a scooter, like a 125, he said, they don't bother tourists if you're wearing a helmet. Having said that, you should have a license. I don't know what the deal is in Vietnam. I know one guy at my condo said he actually, how can I put this politely? He paid his way out of a traffic stop once here, but I don't think it's as common as it is in Thailand, where it's the norm. So you should have an international driving license, or like I live in Thailand, so I've got like an ASEAN driver's license. Theoretically, Thai driver's license, any ASEAN country, you should be able to drive anywhere with that, but apparently that is not always accepted by the police here. So even though it is technically legal, get yourself an international driver's license if you can. So that's the technicality of it. It's not really a con, but they are likely more strict here. Having said that, I've yet to been even slowed down by the police here. I've even gone through some areas of police. So I don't think it's a really big issue here. But anyway, this is a good place to rent a bike. They do tend to have older bikes, but they're cheaper. There are other places more inside the area here in Antong that are asking 2.5 or 3 for essentially the same bike, but a bit newer. Personally, I'm okay with an old bike. I'm not here to look flash. I just need to get from A to B. All right, so from Tucana, let's keep going. And of course, the main pro of having your own bike is that you can go anywhere you want. This is the Hoi An Pass, which is the mountain switchback trail that goes from Da Nang, which is behind me, all the way through the mountains over to Hue, which is up in the north. It's green, it's beautiful. Reminds me actually of driving back to Port Alberni on Vancouver Island through the mountains. Not that challenging, like a 7 to 10% grade at best in most places. And there's only like 2 real switchbacks. So it's not a challenging drive or anything. It's not like the Mae Hong Son loop in Chiang Mai. Last week I went to Hoi An, and if you have never been to Hoi An and you have a bike, it is a comfortable 30-minute ride on a very easy road. It's just, straight shooting road. Hoi An's lovely at night. The lanterns, it's got the river boats. Don't stay by the river because those boats are hella noisy. But it is really just such a chill place to be. And then from there, I did about a 40-kilometer trip to Mỹ Sơn, which is think like Angkor Wat. It's like old ruins, but obviously nowhere near that size. And again, that is a big benefit of having a bike. To get to Mỹ Sơn and to be able to just drive back and forth to the ruins. I went twice because I didn't have to arrange anything. I just jumped on my bike and I went. You stop at any coffee shop you want. It really is great. Having said that, I'm a very careful driver. I'm not a super confident driver, but I am experienced. I've been driving bikes forever, so like small bikes. If you're not confident, I think you could still do it. This is certainly not a challenging drive. Just, you'll want to get your sea legs first, just driving around a bit and getting used to things. Maybe go with someone who's got a bit more experience. Just take your time, use common sense. It's pretty okay. I'll go down, there's coffee shops down there. I'll go get a coffee and show you the view a little bit. And then we'll maybe talk some safety tips. But yeah, this is the pro. This is the reason to have a bike when you are in Southeast Asia, is the freedom to do like this. But you do have to watch for people coming the other way when you're driving up mountain passes. People they're constantly in your lane, and if you are not careful, yeah. So go easy if you come up the Hoi An Pass. But yeah, this is one of those things that makes biking worth it. Oh, and now it's getting sunny. It was raining on the way up here, so what do you know? You guys brought the sunshine out. Okay, so I'm gonna go get a coffee. Later. Okay, so I got my coffee. I'm at what's the name of the shop?
Phương Dung.
Phương Dung.
Yes.
So it's like Phongdung. Look at that view. Wow.
Da Nang.
So that is Da Nang.
Yeah.
I got a Vietnamese coffee. What's your name?
My name Van.
Van.
V-A-N.
So Van just made me this coffee. I told her to put lots of sugar.
Yeah.
Because Vietnamese coffee is strong, right?
Yeah, strong.
So strong. Are you from Da Nang?
Yeah, small town, not Da Nang, just small town here.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. When you go back to 10 kilometers, finish, that's my town.
So every day you have to work here, you drive up the Hoi An Pass every day?
Yes, every day.
Wow. You do on a bike or on a car?
Before I go by the car, but now we have small bike.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even
today.
when it's raining?
Every day.
Oh.
Yeah, every day here.
So even rain, you bring your bike?
Yes, every day.
Wow. That's impressive. All right, Van, thank you so much. Comment in.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I found another little pro of being on the road. You can spot the wildlife. I guess some farmers have put their cows out here to have a snack. I better watch because these guys don't like people very much who they don't know. Okay, so I'm driving back down the Hoi An Pass and I'm taking some photos, and these guys say, hey, let's take a photo. Hello, Vietnam. Xin chào, xin chào. Where are you from?
I'm from Vietnamese.
Where?
Vietnamese, sir.
What city?
Da Nang City.
You're from Da Nang?
No.
Ah, okay. Are you university students?
No. Nhưng công nhân. Nhân viên là gì khác? Em chọn.
Không phải, cho là công việc.
What are you?
Nhân viên.
Nhân viên lấy gì?
It's like an English lesson.
Server.
Service. Không phải.
Server.
Yes.
Oh,
server,
yeah,
sir.
I'm a software developer.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah, wow, there you go. Sunny Da Nang.
Công nhân.
Thanks, guys. Come in.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Okay. See ya. Một, hai, is it? Một, hai, ba. Yo.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm now back in Da Nang. I'm now at the Paradise Bar, which is like a beach bar just right in the main road here. I came here because it's probably pretty bright. So quite a long day today. I came here, I asked for one beer, one Huda beer, which is like a local beer. Instead, I got this. Look at that thing. The thing is massive. It's a San Miguel. So they didn't even get the brand right, but whatever. It's cold beer. So yeah, so just a quick recap. Pros, cons, safety. Pros are obvious. It's super convenient. You can go anywhere, you can explore, and there's so much to explore in this area, in the Da Nang area. Great for shopping, great for if you want to just explore the neighborhood. Great when it rains. You don't want to be walking in like super torrential rains because it floods. And also good if you're looking for condos. Always make sure if you have a condo or if you're renting a condo that they have a decent amount of parking. Parking on the streets just isn't really a thing. People do it, but just doesn't feel right. Like almost all condos have a place where you can like like a gate where you can open up and park your bike. So just make that work for you. I think I said before a con might be, you know, the safety thing, but I don't know if that's a con. That's just more of safety issues. So let's get into those now. So I wrote down a few here, just some general ones that probably apply to all of the world, but especially in Da Nang, especially in Vietnam, no rubbernecking when you're driving. When you're on the road, you need to be looking forward 100% of the time, right? You'll be going through an intersection. You'll have all the traffic in your favor, right? So everyone's blasting through. And suddenly someone will just decide that they're going to cut right in front of you at 90 degrees. So I imagine getting T-boned is probably something, you know, happens a lot here. So you really got to be on your toes the whole time. You got to be looking forward. Another thing that's really seems unique about this country is people don't check behind them when they're doing anything. You know, like in most countries, if you're going to pull into a lane or like pull onto a big lane or walk out on the street or do anything, you stop and you look and you shoulder check and you make sure that, okay, there's a bike coming, but it's going slow enough that I can get in there. They don't do that here. People just merge in and they expect other people to accommodate them. And on the way back today, you know, I had to slam on my brakes 3 or 4 times because people just pull out. One guy pulled out, he had like him and his wife and 2 kids on their bike, and just boom, out he went. So no rubbernecking at all when you're here. The roads themselves are pretty good. You're not going to see a lot of potholes and stuff. The road conditions are really, really good here. And there's not a lot of problem with dogs or animals, but people walk across the street, which is proportional to their age. Like the older they get, the more people just walk across. They won't even look a lot of the times. They just start walking across these streets. Quite crowded too. They just go up. They don't go fast. They go slow, which gives people time to go around them. That's kind of the key to crossing the street here too, by the way, is you don't try and dodge traffic. You make eye contact and you let traffic dodge you, which works with bikes. I wouldn't try it with cars. So eyes on the road. Another one that's crazy important, and I think this is maybe even more important than Thailand than here, but stick in your lane, right? No swerving, even in your lane. You pick a bead and you just go straight. And if you, for some reason, have to veer out suddenly, like if someone's, you know, falling in front of you or for some reason you got to move, always do a quick shoulder check, you know, as fast as you can. Right? Because you don't know who's going to be around you. The times when I've been in most at danger of getting hit is when I'm not super paying attention. I'm driving, I'm going in a straight line, and this is in Thailand where I'm going pretty fast. I remember going home from work once on Rama 4, and I was doing good speed. And I knew I needed to go 1 lane right. So I did a shoulder check, I checked my mirrors, and for about 2 seconds, maybe not even that, I was kind of had my head somewhere else. And I went to make my move, and at the last second, I did another quick shoulder check, and a guy went by me. You know, if I was doing, say, you know, 45, he was doing at least 90 on a bike. And yeah, he would have gone straight into me if I just swerved. And even like small swerves, you know, like where you just kind of like drifting, just pick a line and go straight, because there seems to be an assumption that no one will move. So people just, yeah, they'll go by you at speed. So no swerving, yeah? Watch the speed and the lane changes. This probably applies more to like younger people, like the people I see on rice rockets, you know, super fast bikes, just, you know, going like crazy. This is just not a country to be going fast in. Most people don't speed. Cars go a little bit. Their cars are pretty aggressive, but the general speed here is not that bad. But it's chaotic here. Like when you go through an intersection, there's no stop signs. Not usually. People just kind of roll in. They might honk their horn and to let people know. But you have to be looking at all intersections, all directions, and 100% you have to assume that someone's going to be coming at you somewhere in the process, right? Either they're going to be, you know, turning left in front of you, but actually cutting straight across. You really, you know, you got to be vigilant on these things. And speed is that thing that gives you time to make some decisions, right? So watch your speed. When I got down, right down at the bottom of the Hoi An Pass, it's all construction. And I passed a guy who had wiped out, there's a lot of water on the road. There's a lot of grit. And he had just wiped out. I don't even think he had a helmet on, or maybe it fell off, but there's a lot of people here. They'll wear a helmet, but they don't strap it, I guess, just for the law. That was a real reminder for me that I need to be careful. And I am careful, but I got extra careful after that. So if you're using a bike, please just be super extra careful when you're here, right? Okay, and that's about it for bike stuff. Assume that everyone's trying to hit you and 50% of the people don't have a clue how to drive, and you're about right with that. That might even be a conservative estimate. And that's about it. I'll end off here. I'd like to say, like and subscribe, please, to the Coding Travelbug. Mike here. By the time this video goes out, I'll already be in Japan by then, right? So I'm going back to Thailand, then over to Japan. And I've got some various kind of travel footage. So if anyone's got any interest in that, then let me know and I'll see if we can put something together for that. But other than that, you guys have a great night. As you can see, I'm already well into this beer. I think I'm just gonna have the one and head home. You guys have a great night wherever you are. And I'll see you guys later. Take good care. Ciao, ciao.